Kim.
Morning, Fran. You mentioned after the game Saturday about Owen's absence and how that hurts from a scoring punch perspective. How does your team try to offset that?
We have to move the ball better. We have to screen better, get open shots, and we have to establish uh, our other post guys a little bit more than we have been.
John Bonenkamp.
Hey, Fran, good morning. What's Drew's update? How's he doing? And what's his status for this week?
Hard to say. Didn't practice yesterday, so we'll see what he does today.
Mike Foss.
Fran, obviously this situation with Rutgers and Bailey and Harper is very unusual for college basketball to have two freshmen like this. What uh, what do you see from them that distinguishes them from the common freshmen?
I think there's a number of things that impresses me about both of those guys, and they first of all they continue to get better. They both have had a few nagging injuries in their back now, but they have continued to grow despite being very good from the beginning. You know, they have great feel for the game. Right away you think the guys are great players. They're just super talented. Yeah, they're super talented, but they really understand how to play. They understand how to get open. They know how to make plays for other people. They know how to impact the game at the right time. Uh, they don't play like freshmen at all. And nor did we expect that, quite frankly. Uh, just having watched them, in high school, you could see it coming, and that's why they're projected where they are. But in the meantime, I think they're doing a really good job of fitting with the other players and trying to do what that team needs to help them win. So it's a credit to them. It's a credit to Steve.
Tom.
Hey Fran, would Brock start then if he
Yeah.
can't go in? And how's that going to impact all your other rotations, like backup point guard and such?
Well, it would put Price in there.
David.
Yeah, Fran, I guess I'm just curious. We touched on Harper and what they can do, but I guess when it comes to Steve Peichel coach teams, what are some common themes that you've seen? Because it seems like he's done a really nice job with that program to try to elevate them back.
Yeah, he's terrific. Somebody I've known for a long time, have tremendous respect for. Coached against him when he was playing, when he was at UConn. And, in the beginning, it was all defense. But as he's had an opportunity to establish that program in our conference, because obviously they weren't in our conference forever, they were always a East Coast team. They were in the Big East, and before that, the Atlantic 10. So that's how people viewed them. So, it took a while to establish that they're a Big Ten team. And, he's done a really good job recruiting. So they become way more talented across the board. In the beginning, I think he felt like we got to stop people to win. But now they can score with anybody. They're as athletic as anybody, and they still defend.
Tyler.
Hi, Fran. How do you approach it as a coach when the effort is there? It's clear the guys have the right intentions and it's just not being reflected in the results. How do you try to help them through that?
You stay positive with them. Uh, I'm really proud of this team, how they approach every day. They're very professional. They compete in practice. Our scout team does a great job helping get our guys ready. Our scout team is pretty talented when you look, with some of the guys we have there, and they challenge our guys. Our guys prepare well in terms of the scouting report and the game plan and execute the game plan. And they still believe in each other, and that's what you hope for as a coach. What was a deep team, in my opinion, and I've said that, is now no longer a deep team. So it's going to require guys to play more minutes. It's going to require guys to step up and perhaps maybe a more advanced role than they had before. But that's what this level is. And as long as they keep showing up with the attitude that they've had, which has been absolutely outstanding and impressive in every way, I'm going to stay positive with them.
All right, two more questions, Coach. Elliot.
Fran, after the game, this last game, Price had said, he's obviously struggled from the free throw line, especially relative to how good of a shooter he typically is. He mentioned that, or he shared that he thought it was all mental. I guess, how do you approach that with somebody like Price, or maybe just in general?
I think the thing with Price, he just needs more attempts. I mean, he hasn't shot that many. So if he keeps driving the ball, keeps being aggressive like he was on Saturday, and gets there more often, he'll get more comfortable. I mean, obviously he spends a lot of time on it. But if you went out today and rebounded for him, he'd probably make 95 out of 100. So he just has to get up there and let it go. And we've had guys that have gone through this before, and I just tell them, just let it go, let it come off your hand, follow through. Whether you're up on your toes or not, everybody's got a different style. Get a routine and just get up there and let it go. And if he does that, he'll be fine.
All right, final question, Coach Tyler.
You had mentioned a while back with Cooper Koch, medical redshirt potentially being on the table. At what point do you make a decision on that, just given how long is left in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're at, but that's kind of a long process, so I don't get into the specifics of it. But I think it's safe to say that his condition is such that he probably won't be playing this year, and would probably look to pursue that option.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay, guys.